Brewstew. It's been a while. Childhood injuries part 2. I did part 1. It's on the channel. Let's get it.
All right.
How many more times you got
injuries,
injured,
part
bro?
2. Now, you haven't seen my first episode on this
I did.
subject. Well, long story short,
Appreciate
I've
y'all putting
screwed
love on
myself up many a time as a stupid little kid in the 90s. So today, I'd like to talk about 3 more childhood injuries that I sustained because what the hell? I was a big stupid idiot back then. All right, here we go.
Get it.
Number 1.
Now, this first story took place back when we would wrestle in the front yards as kids. Surprise, surprise. And on this particular day, I'm wrestling my friend Michael. Now, Michael was not my favorite person to wrestle because he was a dirty fighter. He was notorious for, like, kicking people in the balls when they weren't looking. If you had him in, like, a chokehold.
He's one of those that sneak people. Hell, mans. You ass. If you gotta sneak people, you ass.
Of some sort, he'd, like, lick your forearm and ah, sick, Michael, what the hell? Well, on this particular day, instead of having, like, our normal run-of-the-mill wrestling match, my friend David decides to drag a 10-foot ladder out of his garage, and we're gonna have ourselves a little ladder match in his front yard. Yeah, what the hell did you guys do for fun?
Gang, how old were y'all again? A ladder, bro?
On his kids. Play duck, duck, goose like a bunch of yeah, well, we had fucking
You right.
ladder match in the front yard on a Tuesday at 4:30 in the afternoon. No big deal. It's fine. It was normal back then. Now, the whole point of a ladder match is for you to beat the hell out of your friend to such a degree that you're able to scale a ladder and grab a styrofoam championship belt that you got at Kmart. If you did that, you were the champion of the front yard.
My God. Hey, if you know what Kmart is, yeah, smash the like button. No cap. Kmart is OG as fuck, boy. Damn.
You won. So me and Michael are out there wrestling.
Why'd they
and by
close?
wrestling, I mean we're having a fist fight on a ladder. I end up kicking Michael in the teeth. He falls to the ground and explodes on impact. And lo and behold, I'm at the top of the ladder, hoisting that Kmart specialty championship belt above my head.
He shakes
That's
the
it.
ladder.
The match is over. I won. Or so I thought, that is. Because that's when Michael's salty ass decides to do a haphazard missile drop kick. And next thing you know, I'm plummeting off the tippity top of the ladder. Now, out of all the things you would not want to land on when you're falling off a
Okay, no.
ladder, I'd say the top of a picket fence is pretty high up on the list. I fall crotch first on all the pointy parts of this picket fence, and I don't want to say that the fence went up my asshole, but you know, the fence kind of went up my asshole. In fact, it kind of totally wrecked my whole nether region down there. There's fucking blood everywhere. I'm not gonna get into graphic detail, but it was up, all right? That's all you gotta know. Now, was my...
Bro. Oh, that's cringe, bro. That's so cringe. Oh, that's so cringe, gang. Getting hurt. Oh my God, getting hurt, pain, broken bones. That's cringe.
Michael remorseful that he almost murdered me with a picket fence? Well, probably not, considering he just walks over and farts on me, and then he just goes home. That was it. All right, I'm done here. F you guys and your stupid ladder matches. I'm going home to watch Animaniacs. But hey, at least I got that sweet, sweet styrofoam Kmart championship belt.
With a ripped ass.
That was completely worth it, right? No, probably not. Oh, well, what the hell.
Number 2.
Bro, on the
All right, now this next
too,
story
bro.
takes...
That's like you climbing a fence, bro. And you just get and you get stuck on the fence, bro. Like your pants get caught and shit. You feel me? Ah, boy.
Place back in my baseball days, and I'm over there standing on second base, looking at my coach over at third, who's standing there doing the fucking Macarena, which was our team's signal to steal third base. So I start running my little ass off like I just robbed a fucking Pet Supplies Plus. But what I didn't realize at the time was the other team's catcher was massive as hell. I don't know what year was on this kid's birth certificate or how many of his own kids were in the stands that day watching him play, but this big motherfucker threw that ball down to third base. I slide head first, and that ball hits me square right in the fucking eye.
Oh my God, bro. What is Doofus over here doing, bro? Like, are you serious? You're supposed to catch it. Oh my God, bro. That's another thing I like, just makes me cringe and like tense up, boy. I'm watching a game of baseball, bro, and just like, yo, they be pitching 80 plus in MLB, bro. 80 plus. Imagine a hard ass small ball, bro, going 90 plus at you and it hits you. Nah, bro. Nah. And then when they hit that bitch and they go straight down the line to the pitcher, oh my God.
eyeball. Within 30 seconds, my eyeball swells shut like I just lost a split decision with Apollo Creed and shit. My coach is standing there like, right, way to use your head there. You're okay, right? Rub some dirt in it, you pussy. We got a game to win. Now, you'd think that after getting pelted in the eyeball with a baseball, I'd be done for the game, right? Well, you gotta remember this was like 20 years ago when nobody gave a shit about little kids. So my little ass stayed in the game. The next inning, I go into bat, and my depth perception is completely fucked at this point. The pitcher goes to throw the ball, and I don't even see the fucking pitch. Well, next thing you know, I get drilled right in the fucking neck. And I collapse on the ground like I just got shot by a rifle. Now, if you've never been decapitated by a fastball before as a kid, well, here's what happens next. Boy. First, there's a collective Jesus Christ from everybody in the stands. Jesus Christ! Then your coach yells down something along the lines of, hey, all right, that's as good as a base hit. Walk it off now, you're all right. Rub some dirt in it, you pussy. We got a baseball game to win. And then everybody on the planet takes a knee as they watch you hobble your broken ass down to first base. But hey, at least we
look at that baseball tat on the neck, boy, you fresh.
Won the baseball game, right? No, we didn't win the baseball game. In fact, we might have gotten mercy that game, and it was completely fucking pointless. Oh well, what the fuck?
Number 3.
Hell no,
Okie dokie. Now, this last incident occurred while I was hanging out at my cousin David's house. And on this particular day, we were playing a little video game called Driver for the Sony PlayStation. Now, if you've never played Driver...
Oh my... Yo, I'm so glad he put a picture of it. Yo, I was heavy into this fucking game, bro. I remember this shit vividly too. I'm so glad he put a picture up, because with the cover, I knew I played the game. I just needed this visual right here, bro.
For the Sony PlayStation before. Well, join the fucking club, because technically I've never played it either. I mean, I've played the opening bullshit tutorial where you're stuck in a parking garage and you got to do all these fucking car maneuvers within 60 seconds. I've played that part over and over and over again. You know why? Because it's impossible to get out of that goddamn thing. All this shit.
It took a shit ton of time, bro. But your boy did it. You feel me?
Within 60 seconds? What the fuck is a slalom? Anybody have an idea? Well, not 9-year-old me and David, that's for sure. Well, after 45 minutes of us just getting our dicks slammed in a car door from Driver for the Sony PlayStation, we decide to head on down to the local library. Because at the local library, they got these magical internet boxes where you can go on
cheatcodecentral.com
and you can find cheat codes for all sorts of video games. And maybe...
Come on, bro. What? Classic.
Just maybe, we'll be able to find a cheat code to get out of that godforsaken fucking parking garage and Driver for the Sony PlayStation.
Drive as OJ's white. Crazy.
So we headed to David's garage to get some bikes, and David had 2 bikes at this time in his life. One was his sweet-ass orange mongoose, and the other was a broken-ass bike that had no pedals on it. Now, you might be sitting there watching this like, a bike with no pedals? How the hell do you ride a bike with no pedals on it? Oh, well, it's easy. All you gotta do is tie it up to the ass end of David's bike.
Never mind. I was gonna say he sat and just kicked his legs like if it was a scooter, you know what I'm saying? That's smart.
With a jump rope, and then you can have David Napoleon Dynamite your ass throughout the neighborhood like a complete fucking idiot. So there we are with our shitty man-made tandem bike from hell. David's pulling me along. My life is completely in his hands. I gotta mimic every fucking move he makes, or else I'm gonna screw myself up 6 ways to Sunday. Somehow, we flawlessly make it all the way to the library parking lot, but that, of course, is where we encounter this big-ass fucking light post. Now, this all happened in a split second, but what happens next is David decides to go right of the light post, I decide to go left of the light post, and the jump rope stays right in the fucking middle. Well, since I'm about...
Now, why would you do that? It's like they want to get hurt, bro. That's the thing. This right here, prime example. I want to get hurt. Let's experiment. How much pain can I endure right now?
50 pounds lighter than David's ass. God. I fling myself over the handlebars. I soar through the air like a goddamn Ninja Turtle. And then I scutter throughout the library parking lot like a fucking poorly animated cartoon character. Meanwhile, David is completely...
Yo, the worst I've gotten hurt on a bike was... was doing a front stoppie. I think it's called a stoppie, right? You put your foot on the front tire to stop and like pop the back tire back. Face plant, straight face plant, bro.
Oblivious, fucking dragging a 10-speed behind him and shit. He finally stops and looks back, and he sees me in a bloody heap on the tarmac, and he doesn't even know what the hell happened. What the? Did you get assassinated? Did somebody shoot you with a rifle? What the fuck happened? And the only thing I can manage to mutter out is fucking light post, David, god damn it. But hey, at least we got that cheat code to get out of the parking garage for Driver for the Sony PlayStation, right?
Yo,
oh, that's...
Nah, this man Brewstew gotta be scarred up crazy, bro.
right? There is no fucking cheat code to get out of the parking garage for a driver for the Sony PlayStation. Doesn't that just suck ass? Oh, well, what the fuck? Who cares? So there you have it. Those are 3 more childhood injuries that I suffered as a kid. And if you'd like to hear more of these stories about me getting hurt, well, let me know down in the comments. Or don't. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to do. The end.
Part 3. Nah, this man's childhood was pain. You feel me? What the fuck? Michael is a true mascot of this channel. I see the budget has increased. Animation is stellar now. Look out, Pixar. Facts. Brewstew still posting after all these years is real gift. More stories, please. Yeah. Well, you might as well. You got all these damn stories, boy. Go ahead and make your part 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. However much, bro. If I would have guessed, right? If I would have guessed how many injuries he's been through, at the rate we're at right now, because it's like I don't care type shit, I bet you we get up to part 7. I'll be safe, but I'll give it to part 7. I feel like that's how much injuries he's had. Crazy, bro. Yo, I couldn't, bro. Pain, all of that. That shit make me cringe, bro. Never mind me going through it. Fuck that. W Vader, let me know what you guys thought.